Breakneck performance. What is breakneck performance? We're talking performance that would literally, oh, that cracked actually, break your neck. Clink, clink. Okay, I lied in that intro. It's not gonna break your neck, but what it will do is it will perform extremely well. This is the best of the best from AMD. Well, not quite, but you can upgrade to the best of the best. It features an FX 9370 processor, so that is clocked at 4.7 gigahertz with Turbo Core 3.0 enabled. And it also features an Asus Radeon 7970 gigahertz edition with a triple slot cooler using their DirectCU2 design. But first of all, as always, we are going to start with the outside. This is a Cubitek tattoo case. So on the front, you're going to see a whole lot of mesh and a whole lot of air intakes. This is not where the tattoo name becomes obvious why they went with that. Then when we move over to the side panel, aha, there we go. Down in the corner, there's a tattoo. There's also a nice big side panel window. Up at the top is where features start to get a little bit more unique. So there's a light button, so you can actually turn the lights on and off on the two included LED fans. There's one in the front and one in the top. Also, you've got eSATA, two USB 3.0 ports, headphone and microphone, as well as reset and power switches. And check this out, guys. I like this feature. There's a little cable here that's built right into the case with a little place here where you can put your phone and you can charge your smartphone natively off of your computer without ever having to worry about hunting for that cable again. It comes with a mini B on it by default, but you can actually use the included adapter to micro USB, which will work for most smartphones as long as you don't have an Apple smartphone. Up on the top, there's an easy quick swap fan right here. So all you have to do is take off this piece on the top, which is a meshed and filtered grill, and then swap out that fan with whatever you might want. I/O on the back is taken care of by the Crosshair 5 Formula Z. So we've got 6 USB 2.0 ports, 4 USB 3.0 ports. So that's in addition to the 2 that were at the front. A PS2 keyboard mouse combo port. I still love to see these. Spit out ROG Connect, as well as a clear CMOS button. 2 eSATA ports, gigabit Ethernet, and 7.1 audio out with one of the most complete sets of I/O that I have seen in a while. Provided by the 7970, we have full support for iFinity with 2 dual-link DVI, 1 HDMI, and 1 DisplayPort output. Now it's time to peek inside and see what will be revealed by removing the 2 thumb screws, sensually, of course. Okay, there was nothing sensual about removing thumb screws. In fact, I can't think of a context where that thing was appropriate to say at all. Anyway, here is the plexi window, which, this is interesting, is affixed by screws as opposed to, you know, plastic rivets or anything like that, which is kind of refreshing for me to see. Now, this is almost the best of AMD. We've got a 9370 8-core CPU in there. So that's clocked at 4.7 gigahertz using Turbo Core 3.0. It is cooled by a Corsair H80, so this is a thick single 120 millimeter radiator. This is important because this CPU draws a lot of power even when you're not overclocking it. It is a specially binned CPU at AMD's side. They are rare and they do output a fair bit of heat. So I would recommend going with at least a thick single 120 millimeter radiator if you're running either a 9370 or a 9590. Moving on from there, we've got Corsair's new Vengeance Pro modules in the red flavor, although they're available in a variety of different colors to match that Crosshair 5 Formula Z from Asus. Also, red inside this system, and this is something I personally think is really important, is the Redline Supreme FX3 audio on this particular board. What makes a motherboard a gaming motherboard? I will tell you. Things like better network implementations, things like better audio implementations. Supreme FX actually got a software update recently that gives you a little radar thing in the bottom of your screen that shows you where the sound is coming from visually, in addition to being able to listen to it. I have heard it compared to being unfair even even, and it can give you a competitive advantage. So that to me is what a gaming product is if it actually gives you an advantage in games. Next up, we've got our graphics card. So this is a 7970 DirectCU2, 3 slots, 2 PCI Express connectors, 2 massive fans, and 1 high-performance GPU. It is all powered by an HX750 from Corsair, as well as a Neutron 128 gig SSD, providing the storage you need for boot. So if I were to make any changes to this system, pretty much I think what I would add is a hard drive for storage, and then maybe another graphics card, and you're pretty much there in terms of how fast an AMD-based system can get these days. So all that stuff I said before, and now that we've closed the system back up, it's more, conservative now. NCIX will be giving away one of these systems as part of a back-to-school promotion. So guys, stay tuned on NCIX's social media, including this YouTube channel, of course, as well as Facebook, for more details about that. It also comes with $200 worth of games, including Crysis 3, Tomb Raider, BioShock Infinite, as well as Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. So I think that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Don't forget to be subscribed to NCIX.com on YouTube so you don't miss any of these system videos. In this case, the best of AMD.